and we'll make sure that we're live. We're live. We're good.
We're live.
Good. We're good. We're good. We're live. We're live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Wickedly.
We have been
Crazy.
sitting here for the last minute looking at your comments
laughing
and just loving them.
It's awesome. Thank
Loving
you guys. Hi, Susan. Hi, Brenda. And there's Nikki Ann.
And of course, we have to be fashionably late because we'll tell you in a minute what we've been doing for the
I
last
was like,
hour.
don't blame this on me.
And trust me, we weren't doing that for the last hour. So we're doing something else.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Nicole. You have your grown-up interaction. Let's do it, girl.
Grown up, that's a stretch. It's
well,
a stretch.
For him. Hey, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Sharon. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you all. What is happening?
Hello.
Hi, Janine. And I got a Facebook user. Hey, is that you, Kelly? Hi, Allison. Hey, Linda. Good to see you. Hi, Kathy. What is up, people? Hi, Louise. Good to see you. Some more Facebook users. I can't see your names. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Dana and Robin and Krista. So happy to see you guys, honestly. Hi, Julie. There's Eve. How you doing, girl? Hi, Denise.
Hey, Ruth.
How is everybody?
Ruth
Kat!
says she always
Look,
thinks
Kat
she's
is
doing
with us
something wrong. You're
again.
good. Hey, Kat.
Yay. Hi, Jana. It's Wednesday night. It is.
And it's live.
Oh, no. Thank you, Eve. I actually decided to attempt to curl it today. It will now go straight during the course of the broadcast. You're welcome. Hi, LaTanya. Good to see you.
It's sweet.
Hey,
our Facebook ghost is, yes, it's Kelly.
Yes, it's Kelly.
It's me,
okay.
It's Kelly.
Hello.
Sweet Kelly.
Hello from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Thank you. I got that at Target like forever ago, but I liked it too. Let's see.
She changed it up back there a little bit.
I did, just a little bit.
Just for a little quick thing we're going to talk about that we did a few minutes ago.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to change some things back, but
I appreciate you guys very much. I am happy that you are here with us today. Hi, Melissa.
Thank you for my hair comments. I appreciate that.
I don't think they meant you because they were talking about curly hair.
Look how curly that is.
Okay.
See, now I could be a bike. I could be punk. See, that's punk.
Oh my god.
Right?
No, it reminds me of that dude at the circus that we made fun of that day.
Oh, the announcer guy?
Yes.
No, this is Flock of Seagulls here. This is Flock of Seagulls.
Okay, cute. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I know, Kelly. That's how all that happens. The hair just like it's like a thing every winter. I put it up as the winter starts, I put it up in a bun, and I don't really have very much done with it. And then in the spring, I take it back down, and I'm like, oh, there's hair.
I see what the problem is.
Which is?
I don't remember how to put the name back up there.
Oh.
Wait, I think I know how. Hang on.
Oh.
I had to remember where I was.
Oh my gosh.
Keep talking to the peoples.
So, well, anyway, hi, because
there it is.
He doesn't remember how to do the things. It's perfect. It's another Wicked Wednesday, y'all. It is another Wicked Wednesday. Oh, William, your boobs look great.
Excuse me, they're moobs. Thank you.
Hi from stormy Indiana. It's here from actually somewhat chilly Texas. They told us that our high today was going to be 77. Liars. It never got past like 65.
Annette, Shayla does have new books coming up, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I do. So we have lots to talk about.
So much.
If you guys got the VIP newsletter this morning, you got all the skinny. So
Dana sums it up perfectly.
What's that? The newsletter was amazing. Holy shit, hot. Hot.
Yay.
It's hot.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, everybody. You guys, this is fantastic to see. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, Kat. Click on Kat. Yeah, Kat, I did. No,
Krista, we have to address Krista for a hot second.
Yeah, exactly. Shayla
y'all know I'm right.
Shayla was going to put man something. I said, just don't put man eater. That's not the song we want to go with.
No.
Mansplainer, I'll take.
Yeah.
That. Yes.
We should do mansplaining shot night. That's right. Every time he mansplains, you have to take a shot. For sure. Sorry, what was Kat saying? Here we go. What was Kat saying? The problem is always you.
Kat, that's what they always told me in the principal's office.
It's true.
It was always, do you know what you did? Do you know what you did?
Actually,
can you take accountability?
He was such a good little rule follower who never found himself in the principal's office. Ask yourself if I ever found myself in the principal's office. Just ask the question.
See, the key is you got caught. I didn't get caught.
Mine was always about.
I was smoking in the boys' room.
No, I didn't do that. Mine was always that I was trying to. How can I say this? I was always trying to debate with teachers.
I don't get it.
Debate is healthy, damn it. They just never looked at it that way.
Why don't you share with everybody what we've been doing for the last hour? Oh, why the two names? P.S. I love how you write, but when I look for your books here in Ontario, I have a hard time finding them, so I ended up ordering them online. Melissa, I'm sorry you haven't. Yeah, a lot of Shayla's books are, at least the print ones, are primarily online right now. We're doing some.
We're trying to
things
do
in the background right now, and we'll have announcements later this year about getting them back into stores. But right now, mainly online, either through the retailers or through Shayla's
website, which we ship to Canada.
Books,
yeah, so we ship to Canada, no problem. So if you ever want something you can't find, I have a full store on my website. Just check it out. Let's see. We have so many questions, you guys. Let's see. Somebody just said something. Oh, here we go. Per your newsletter recommendation, downloaded Scrivener. I should have told you guys, but I didn't. So there's a Word version, good Lord, Windows version and a Mac version. And either one you can download from an app store or directly from the parent company, which is called Literature and Latte. So I downloaded mine directly from Literature and Latte because your updates are they come faster and they're more likely to be free updates. But if you didn't, it's not a big deal. It will all work out. I promise.
Kelly's asking what I'm drinking. Kelly, I'm being very boring tonight. I'm having the Dr. Pepper Zero. Dr. Pepper
Nikki Ann knows me so well. I wasn't arguing. I was advocating for myself.
Yeah.
Thank you,
that's
Nikki
Ann.
That's what you
call it. Yeah.
And that is exactly what I was doing.
In detention as well?
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, Lisa says she was a debater too. Listen, I have opinions, man.
Oh, I've talked to Lisa.
Lisa knows.
Lisa would out debate me. I have no problem. I know she would.
I can see you debating. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I grew up debating. My dad and I debated all the time, like lots. Yeah.
Susan was more afraid of her mother than more afraid of her mother in school.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I did not want my dad to give me the look, so trust me, it not got good.
So, thank you, Linda. Thank you for that follow-up. Yeah, Linda orders from our store all the time, and it comes pretty promptly. We can track your shipments, like it's all the good things. So, Kat, see, I believe that. You would have been the teacher I wouldn't have argued with because you would have at least listened before you laughed.
No, Kat's in administration now. Okay?
I know.
She's one of those.
She is,
She's
right?
one of those, yes.
But see, I'm the person they would have sent to Kat at some point to try to correct.
And the Kat has to set you on the right path now,
you see how well it worked, too, by the way.
You veered off somewhere. Someone failed miserably.
I did.
Someone failed miserably.
So, first of all, we should talk about...
See, if you're new here...
Oh, hi. I'm Shayla.
Again, Shayla.
Hi.
And
Mansplainer, a.k.a. William.
Excuse me. What you should have put in there, and we talked about, was Man Candy. Okay? Man Candy. So where have we been for the last hour, Shayla Black?
Well, I have other things to talk about first.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Let's see. Thank you. This mouse does not want to work. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. I know a lot of you have really gotten
more to come in the Shayla store.
Yeah, you guys have gotten really good about figuring out the store and navigating the store and finding the things in the store and finding him when you can't find the things in the store or you don't know what the things are in the store.
Can I just tell you, and we'll tell you what we've been doing for the last hour, and you'll understand what I mean here in a little bit, because I know that's why she wants to wait.
Oh, Kat.
But
I call them free life lessons. That's right.
But being live with you guys is so much more relaxing than what we just did. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
We were doing one after another, and we'll talk about it. I prefer the live format.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. It's just so more relaxing.
No, Kelly, it's not only a Canadian thing. Amazon, in their infinite wisdom, doesn't give everybody the ability to do print pre-orders. It's not just Canada. It's everybody. So we've had to try to find other things.
Well, it's also that, you know, we're not really in stores with your indie titles. Like,
no, but you can't even pre-order a print on Amazon anymore. So we're having to try to be all things to all people as much as we can on the store, but we understand that sometimes you just want the experience of walking into a store and buying a book, and we're trying to overcome those things. It's just harder, you guys. A lot of stores don't carry indie fiction for a lot of reasons, and I could go into the billion business reasons.
Did you hear
why.
the Book Depository just shutting down?
Book Depository just shut down.
Folks in Australia and a lot of the other countries that rely on Book Depository for books, they're shutting down. So.
Yeah, because they're owned by Amazon.
Are they really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez.
So,
our Lord Amazon.
Yes.
Our Lord Amazon.
So that's why, you guys, we started the store because we knew a lot of people would have trouble. You can't just walk into your nearest, Barnes and Noble or Chapters or, whatever your store of choice is and find it anymore. So we ship to most anywhere in the world. In the UK, everywhere, the whole Book Depository.
That's what I read.
Is shutting down.
That's what I read.
Yep. So, first, if you got the VIP newsletter and you read it, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Squee.
So much. Always exciting. And somebody says, our books come so fast. Yay.
That's awesome.
Because he will be like, did you go sign the books yet? They're upstairs. Did you go
sign the books yet? Because I sent them out for her. I even tell her how to sign them.
And then I no, you don't tell me how to sign them.
No, I tell you who to sign them to. Mm-hmm. You have a little sticky. So if you ever get a little sticky note in yours, I forgot to take it off.
That's right. That's right. You know what, Kathy? We all have a lot of words about them because once again, in the last week, we saw an author who had her account terminated for no reason other. And when she asked for a reason, she was literally told, we don't have to give you a reason. We just terminated your account.
We continue to hear stories of authors where they lose their pre-orders. They're saying that their book was never uploaded in time. This wasn't even just
canceled a book. They terminated her entire account and couldn't tell her why. It took her 2 weeks and they finally went, oh, our bad. Here. But you lost all your pre-orders.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're an indie author and you want to be successful, never put all your baskets into one retailer.
Always all your baskets?
All your eggs. And don't in one retailer.
And don't take advice from him.
Always diversify and have a healthy promotion across all retailers because it will hurt you in the end if you don't.
Yeah. So, which kind of dovetails with the latest. If you don't have the Kobo app, if you want to give Amazon some competition, Kobo, which has always been available in the US, but now they are making available their version of Kindle Unlimited. But the great thing for authors is we don't have to be exclusive the way we do to Amazon. So I get a lot of this, especially at book signings, like, are your books in KU? No, because I would never want to tell my readers at Apple or Barnes and Noble or Google or anywhere else. I wouldn't want to take my own books down from my own store. So
the exception to that is your compilation with Jenna Jacob.
Yeah, Jenna Jacob. Rain Falling right now is currently in KU. We'll see how long that lasts.
Might not be much longer.
We'll see. But in the meantime, so that's a great thing. If you want to do unlimited reading, you can do it at Google or not at Google. Sorry, at Kobo.
I love Google.
I love Google too.
Google Books.
And I think straight reading on Kobo is $7.99 a month as opposed to $9.99 at Amazon. And I think at the $9.99 tier, you can both read and listen on Kobo. So if you're an audiobook person, this could really be an honest.
So Kobo Plus is always available in Canada and across the world. Just this week?
It was like Monday.
Just Monday became available in the US. So a majority of your books are opted into Kobo Plus.
Yeah. So let's see. Rhonda, I don't remember her name. It was Amy something, and I apologize, but she had a giant thread with several hundred comments of advice from other people who had weirdly had their account terminated for no reason whatsoever, and then finally had it reinstated. But it took weeks or months of arguing that they had done absolutely nothing wrong.
Which is why we sell ebooks on our site.
Yep.
Because you have to give people options.
Yeah, exactly. And those Elle Boone and Sierra Cartwright are both people it happened to in the last, 4 months. And I know them personally. And it was it was hard on everybody that happens to, but I felt so incredibly difficult or so sorry for Elle. She had lost her mother. She was in the middle of losing her mother-in-law. She hadn't put out a book in like a year. She was finally putting a book out. And then they canceled all her pre-orders for no reason at all.
I felt so bad for Elle and Sierra. How do you, number one,
you're never come back from it.
You're panicking. You're trying to figure out everything you can do.
Yeah.
And trying to leverage with a retailer who really isn't listening to you.
Yeah.
And then but at the same time, having to explain to your fans why the book didn't make it.
No. And they're and it happened.
You have no good explanation.
No, and I know one author, and I don't remember her name, and it was over the winter, like just before the new year, where they canceled 2 of her pre-orders in the same month.
Jeez.
In the same month, and it was like back-to-back weeks, and she was trying to plan a rapid release kind of thing, and they canceled it one week and then they canceled it the following week, and she had screenshots that it had been uploaded weeks in advance. Crazy. And they were like, well, you did something wrong, and she's like, I didn't. Yeah, Kat puts it so well.
There's a lot of Darth Vaders out there right now.
I know. It's you always have Kobo. You know what? And they are some of the nicest people. Like,
they are awesome.
And they're people. We actually get to talk to a person.
Yes,
exactly. You don't get that in a lot of places.
We have a nice sit down with them every time we visit.
Absolutely.
See them, so
it's awesome. Thank you. I think that you will really be pleasantly surprised and happy. And honestly, there was a lot of author talk. It will take a long time. But we really sincerely hope that Amazon will drop the exclusivity. You would see more authors try KU if you didn't force them to be exclusive. So,
but they don't have to. So
yeah, well, we'll see if they get a run for their money. We'll see. E-readers are great until they fall in the tub. Well, I'm the person who would drop an ebook or a print book in the tub too. I've dropped both. It's fine.
See, and I'm a print guy. I tried e-readers.
Oh, I love mine.
Can't get it.
So for a long time, Kobo, before iPads and all of that, like everybody had their own readers. And for a long time, you could only get Kobo readers in Canada because it was available through like Chapters and Indigo and stuff like that. Well, they eventually partnered up with
Walmart.
Thank you. And then they started selling the Kobo readers in Walmart. But then, of course, they have the Kobo app now. So if
I think they have a new reader now.
They do.
Proprietary just to Kobo.
It is.
But
you also can just download the app. So if you have a tablet, and it doesn't matter whether it's a Surface tablet or an iPad or whatever.
Does Nook have their own device anymore?
They still do. Yeah. So at any rate,
in a lot of independent bookstores, I don't, are they still growing or not?
Not really. I think print is just hard in specific locations. I mean, print as a whole does well, but I think so many people have taken to ordering their books online. And I get it. I get it. Because otherwise they just can't have every book by everybody all the time. And especially if you read a lot of indie authors, to make an extremely complicated business thing as easily understood as possible. The reason you don't see indie fiction in especially like a Barnes and Noble or a chain store is that they are accustomed to buying their books from a distributor who offer a 53% discount with a return policy. You can't get that at Amazon, and most indie authors can't offer that. So they won't stock it in their store because then they know when they buy it, they're stuck with it forever. So unless you want to come and meet their terms,
or they tear off the thing.
And even then, they still They used to tear off the cover and send the cover back and
donate the damn things.
Well, yeah, you'd think, but they don't. So anyway, that's kind of the business 411. And now I know somebody just told me I dated myself by saying 411, but whatever.
What is 411? That's beyond me.
I don't know it's not. It's information.
Okay.
Good Lord.
I know how to dab, but I don't know what 411 is.
Let's see. I know I'm behind you guys. So yeah, very, very excited about that. We will see what happens next in the saga. And apparently Kobo Plus, that also applies to the UK. So if you have Kobo, if you do Kobo Plus, I think just about every series I have is available in Kobo Plus.
Yes.
So
most everyone.
You can hit that.
Hit it.
Yeah, we are just now getting to the Doomsday Brothers.
So if you got, again, the VIP Shayla Black newsletter, you had the exclusive first look.
Yes.
At what I'll call is probably one of the more epic covers we've ever collaborated on.
Yeah.
Team Black is very proud of
this. So I have to tell you guys kind of how this came about a little bit.
If those of you that don't know what we're talking about, the Doomsday Brethren series, go ahead, Shayla.
Is a paranormal romance series that I started back in 2008, and I declined to finish. My editor and I had
due to editorial differences.
Yes. So I ended up saying, "Thank you. I will take my House of Cards and go home." And so I intentionally...
Because sex is good, not bad.
Right. Anyway. So I intentionally didn't finish the series. I owed them more books on my contract, and I said, I want out. And, I had been contracted to finish the series, frankly, and I wanted out. So long story short, we parted ways. And then I waited and some of you who have been with me for a while have been like, I had no idea you ever wrote a paranormal romance. That was by design. I humbly apologize, but the only way I was ever going to get the rights to this series back was to stop talking about it entirely, which is what we did for 4 or 5 years. And finally,
attorneys,
agents,
protesting.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
peaceful protesting.
But getting writers organizations involved. I think we talked to no fewer than 3 or 4 attorneys. Like, it was a lot, you guys. But we finally, right the week of Christmas, were told that we got the rights to the series back. So
Santa called us
and said,
ho, ho, ho. I said, no, here, baby, it's for you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm kidding. A sexist would say. I'm kidding.
So we ended up like squeeing all of Christmas. And then Rachel promptly said to me, I love to do your covers, but I don't want to do this cover. She's like, this is a whole nother animal.
It's going to require a different realm.
Yes. This is like a whole nother kind of thing. And this is not my thing. So I said, okay, that's cool. I get it. I understand. And let's take that off your shoulders. So then we had to go find somebody. I want you to know that Shannon and I were like messing around Facebook one day, and we found this cover designer, and he was showing off his Photoshop skills. Dude's mad talented. Just saying, this dude is mad talented. And he had done this thing where he had taken an image for somebody, and it was like a dude's with a super hot body and a not so hot face sitting in a chair, like a throne kind of chair. And then he took another dude who had a really hot face and a not so great body. And then there was another like whole background situation. And he ended up putting the hot face on the hot body with the awesome background. I don't even know how he did that. It looked amazing. So I was super thrilled when we wrote him, and he said he would get involved. And then he was like, it'll be July. And I was like, really? Really? But we talked. I talked a little. So the next thing I knew, it was like mid-April. And then he came back around to me the other day, and he was like, okay, so I have somebody who kind of isn't ready yet and wants your spot. Would you take that other person's spot like right now. And I was like, I will drop everything and take that spot right now.
And it paid off.
Because we got this, and I was like,
okay, so
oh my gosh,
we teased you enough. If you haven't seen the VIP newsletter, drum roll, please. Here is the cover for the first book in the Doomsday Brethren series, titled Tempt Me with Darkness, coming your way October 24th, year of our Lord 2023.
Yes.
And here we go.
Yay!
So this cover came together so much faster than we've ever experienced in the cover creation or cover design process.
With somebody totally different.
With someone totally different.
Yeah.
Not in our country.
No. And we even talked about the fact that he is 13 hours ahead of me. And so I would take to doing things like getting up at 4 a.m. to have conversations with him. And he stayed up until almost 1 o'clock in the morning for him to have conversations with me.
But that tells you the dedication to the creative process, right?
Yeah.
Because you shared with him, he says, I've never had an author. He says, can you give me some ideas about this book? And, so he said, most authors may give him a paragraph or two. Shayla gave him tomes.
Oh, I did.
Of details and visuals. And he's like, no one's ever given me this much before.
Yeah, he's like, I was very much like, I want this. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like that.
So quickly.
This was his second take, you guys. Literally. He gave me one thing and I was like, no, that's not for me. It looks too fantasy. Like, it's just not my thing. And literally I said, in my head, in my heart, I know this needs to be blue. Right. I want silver lettering. I kind of am really attracted to this background. If you could do me a favor and kind of give me this sort of image, like I laid it out for him and he came back. I am not kidding you guys, like 30 minutes later. And he was like, how's this? And I was going, dude, that's amazing. Like, you nailed it. So very excited. No, you're doing it the hard way.
Girl splainer. Yeah.
So as William reminded me, here is the Genius link if you have not pre-ordered it and you would like to.
So the paperback and the hardback of this book will be available through the Shayla store exclusively right now, because our friends won't allow us to do pre-orders on the retailers. But the ebook is available on our store as well as on all the retailers as well.
But we're doing on the Shayla store a paperback and a hardback, so you can get the one of your choice, and they will both be signed.
Oh, okay. Well, with your name?
No, I thought I'd let Fiona sign them this time.
Fiona May Black. Yes,
that's right.
Makes sense.
So that is the link to all of the current retailers. I have also had a conversation with the audio production people, and it looks like we will be getting simultaneous release for this. So I am super excited.
That's exciting.
I'm so excited because I have picked narrators. They're all, it's an all British cast, and it needs to be an all British cast. If you've never read this series, it's set in contemporary London. It needed to be an all British cast. I put these narrators through their paces because there are multiple accents. And if you guys know anything about the accents in the UK, I have a hero who's Welsh, and that's a very different accents from the RP pronunciation of, most of educated London area, whatever, which is very different than the kind of northern accent that I have yet another character have. And then I have an American in there there's so many accents, and I put them through audition paces and they did awesome. So I'm very excited.
Fiona's a star. Jana and Nicole love it.
You know what? If I could get Fiona to sign books for me, girl, I would do it. Right. Well, all of the books. Yeah, I think they will along the way, because I think these kind of deserve a hardcover.
These covers definitely.
They're just so pretty, man.
We've waited so long to put these books out.
Yeah.
So and it's just going to do it up.
That, you know what, Kathy, that is my plan unless he quits or dies on me. that is my plan. Let's see, Kelly, how many books in the series? You will be waiting a long time, Kelly, because there will eventually be. So this was the original goal. Let's say this. The original goal when I started this series was there was 7 novels and 2 novellas. Right. If I do this the way I really want to, I might actually even expand a little bit. There was another character that I never quite got around to getting. Like, I talked about him and I didn't get to get him on page, and that upset me. Like, I just never got far enough into what I wanted to say.
I know his name. And
some things got cut that would have allowed me to introduce him on page, and there were just so many things along the way that I didn't get to have the control over I wanted. So, and if nobody ever saw the original cover, I happen to have it sitting right here. So here we go. That was the original cover. Not a fan. So glad that we get a chance to redo all of this.
And to answer the other kind of aspect of Kelly's question,
yes.
Also, you're going to be touching every one of these.
Every one of these. So
we're going to be, how do we call it?
Oh, I'm going to be extensively rewriting
it up.
Well, yes. I'm going to be extensively rewriting a bunch of things too, because there were decisions made along the way that I didn't necessarily always agree with.
While it would be so easy to put them all out at one time.
Yeah.
That's not how we wanted to do it.
No.
Because then you couldn't spend the time with each book that I know you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And
revisit the world. You've been away from it.
I have been away for it. I'm going to have to sit down and read everything. And I have extensive notes. I have extensive Bible. Like, I need to start over. Oh, Delane. It wasn't unsexy. It's just.
That's my friend Delane Stiles.
Let me just tell you, in this book, I sent her an extra 20,000 words, and most of it was sex, and she cut it. So, yay. But there are also plot things that I wanted to add. There were some subplots that I was trying to get to. Like, it was so many things. So it's going to take me, my current plan, you guys, is to put out one of these every 3 to 6 months, and it's just going to depend on what else is going on in travel, in life,
and your other new releases.
And I'm feeling chapped today, so I'm.
Dawn, you're exactly right. I mean, how do you cut sex?
Oh, she did paragraphs of it, like pages of it.
That's why Shayla does not do well with supervision. She just doesn't. I mean, authority figures.
No,
just not
my jam at all. How many pages was the original paperback? Well, see, this is a mass market size, so the pages are smaller, so it's going to sound like a bunch. Hang on, because that was an excerpt for the next book. It says 359. So I can tell you guys right now, I know this for a fact. This book, when I turned in a book that was 116,000 words. When they published it, it was 99. So,
and then when we put this back out, it'll be a 9x6 book. It won't be
6x9
or whatever, 6x9, not a miniature one like that.
Yeah, it won't be mass market. It will be the standard, trade paperback or. Anyway, so if you think you read it before, I don't want you to feel like. Right. You can just go back and reread, because I will be changing things. And what I wouldn't want you to do then is get to a new book, 5, 6, 7, and then have you be like, who is that? And what the heck is going on? Because there will be changes for reals.
Melissa, you definitely can. Please do. I know you had some issues with people getting your account. So we'd love you to friend us again.
Yeah. Let's see.
Eve says, my grandson came in my room to talk about his video game, heard Shayla talking and said, crap, never mind, it's your book.
Sorry. Yeah, it's
he's
book
trained
night.
well, Eve. He's
That's
trained
right.
Well.
You know what, Linda, that's just it. It's like, this has been, and I need you to know, like, I used to talk to other authors about this. Before I published it, I had 2 author friends I used to go to lunch with all the time, like constantly. And we would sit there and I would talk about this non-stop to the point where people were like, I got it. You're
because
excited.
You love the world.
Okay, I
you
did.
Love
like
that
this
world.
is so exciting.
And you've never written another paranormal series. This is
Because
the only one
I
you've
wanted
ever
to
done.
finish this.
Yeah.
Am I adding characters to the books? Probably. Probably. It's just going to depend. At the very least, like I said, I'm going to be adding in the characters that I wanted to have be on the page, but I never got to because of creative decisions. So those people will come back. There was another character that I felt sure was going to be a future heroine that I never got to even mention. She got tied up in a scene that got cut. Like, it was so many things, you guys. It was so many things.
Janice says tonight is called her son calls it her podcast night with an eye roll.
With an eye roll. Yeah. So I'm going to be excited about re-releasing these, and like you guys, I have a few things on the docket that I need to finish like writing right now. And then my goal is to spend most of the last half of the year revising at least the first couple of books, because I need to dig into them together and make some creative decisions that will affect the rest of the series. So
setting everything up.
Yep. Exactly. So, and I love these characters. I love this world. I'm so excited to go back to, this place where it was almost like going to a place where anything was possible. And it's kind of fun when you get to make the rules of a world. It's one thing to write a contemporary where you're fitting into the existing world as people know it, but it's so much different when you get to write a world and you get to be like, and I make all the rules. This is fantastic.
I was at the gym today, and they always ask me about Shayla, and they're like, and I have to explain how she builds worlds, and they said, how does she put people in set up for next books or introduce new characters? I said, I have no clue, because it's an art form that I know I don't have. Of course, if I tried,
well, of course,
but it's I don't. This world is such an opportunity for you to go revisit, and I think everyone's excited about that. So
I'm really excited, and it was partially born out of just wanting to go to a place where.
Mm-hmm. Bless you.
Sorry.
Tip jar.
I know that where I could make the rules, and then it was partially because I just felt like there were ideas and tropes that I could play with that you can't play in a standard contemporary or a standard historical. And then partially it was because, at least at the time I created this, I felt like so many paranormals were the PNRs were about the paranormal element.
What's PNR?
Paranormal romance.
Oh, sorry.
So you were, shifting or blood sucking or whatever, but I wanted something different because y'all know it's me. I have to be different. So I was like, let me see what I can do, because I want to make a PNR that reads more like a romance with paranormal elements and not a paranormal book with some romantic elements, if that makes sense. I wanted more romance in PNR than I was getting at the moment.
Because at the heart, you're the romance author. But it's in a paranormal romance world.
Plus, it was a really interesting, so if you guys don't know anything about this series, my first hero is, he's now immortal, but he came from Arthurian times. So it was a great way. I wrote historicals too. So it was a great way for me to go back to things like my, my medieval syntax, and because that took a long time to develop. Well, and my Shakespearean insult kit was fun to drag that back out.
She had a tough time with some pronunciations and certain words, and thank goodness I was around to help her with that. You're welcome. And of course, my services will be available for a fee.
Right.
To help you out with the curtain, the certain accents and you know, that thing.
Since you can't finish a sentence, I'm sure you're going to be great at this.
I'm looking at our taste test here. We have a taste test tonight, by the way.
With your horrible accents, Eve says.
With our taste test. Okay.
So
jealous.
No.
So, jelly.
So hang on. So I'm putting, you know, and it excited me so much, the idea of putting this, you know, 1,500-year-old warrior with this, you know, who's like comes from King Arthur's time and, you know, believes in all the, you know, chivalry and like has so many ideas about what the world should be. And then I put him with this like 20-something American girl. And I was like, oh, you guys are like oil and water. This is so fun. Did they cross
the space-time continuum?
No, because he's immortal.
Oh, so he's still living from that time.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Regina, that's one way. That's one thing to call it. Yes.
She called it that the other night.
Oh, Lord. Here we go again. Yeah. My hubby is the wind beneath my wings, or the heckler I just can't get rid of.
I am the comedy side. You're the straight person.
Which is weird, because in real life, that may not actually be the case.
But I'm the Barney Fife. You're the Andy.
I'm the Andy. Who knew I was Andy? See,
I know.
I would have cast you as Andy.
I know.
Just saying, because in real life, I tend to be the Barney, but okay.
No, not really. No.
Yes,
no. We all know. No, trust me. It's me. It's me. For a long time, it wasn't. I was very stoic. But
you were.
Now I don't give a shit.
So I have to tell you, where mansplainer comes from in the naming thing down there. There we go. So
right there.
Where's your moobs?
Right there. I can have a taste.
Baby came in the other morning and she was just laughing and laughing and laughing, and she shows me a TikTok, right? So I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, this is actually really, really funny. This is actually really funny. So it says something about like, someone told me this morning that the technical term for mansplaining is correctile dysfunction, and I laughed for 6 hours. So she thinks she's funny. She trots in the kitchen. No, it was in your office, and she says this joke about mansplaining being correctile dysfunction, and he, without missing a beat, says, yes, because I'm correct all the time. We're like, oh my God.
No, what I should have said is that's okay. I got a pill for that. So I'm good.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, I thought that was funny. Let's see. Did I say my alpha hero's name? The first hero is, and there was a lot of discussion about this. So when I talked to the audio production folks, like, I'm having to send a pronunciation guide for a whole bunch of things. So this will be one of the things that I send them for sure. There was always conversation about whether it was Merrick or Merok, or like, I had all these pronunciations. Maroc. I was like, all these pronunciations, and I was like, no, it's just Merrick. It's just Merrick. Sorry.
Can you smell what Maroc is cooking?
Yeah, I guess so. It's not like Morocco. Yeah. Melissa. So we changed the name of that series recently from Wicked and Devoted. It is now Wicked Lovers, Soldiers for Hire, FYI.
Because they're connected. They're connected,
yeah, to the original OG Wicked Lovers series. So I don't know how many books there will be. I'm currently working on, I'm currently working on the next duet, which will be out. The first part
is Secrets.
Yeah, Wicked as Secrets is out May 16th, and Wicked and Bear will be out June 27th. And
that's Matt and Madison's story.
It is.
Holy shit, I got that right.
Yeah, Kelly, it is pronounced like it, but it's Marrok. So, Merrick.
Okay. Sorry.
So anyway, Merrick and Olivia will.
Does he go by Mary?
He does not go by Mary.
Okay, didn't know.
Okay.
Mar.
So let's see. What else are we talking about?
Well, you talked about Wicked Secrets, you talked about Tempt Me with Darkness.
I did.
We have a big announcement coming up probably the end of this week.
The end of this week.
And we will share it with everybody wide. Do you want to share what that is, or no?
So a lot of you have been asking me when you could get some more information about the 25th anniversary. I don't even want to call it a box anymore. So, because I have notes.
This is what we've been doing for the last hour.
And hold it. Let's be clear. This is kind of what we've been doing off and on. This is why we weren't here last week. We have been working on this almost nonstop, in addition to working on this cover, which I didn't expect him at that point, and kind of had to stop what I was doing to do the cover because I didn't want him to go away. So anyway, yeah, we finally got another piece of the puzzle done just before we came here. So I am, like I said, hesitant to call it a 25th anniversary box. It is now I can't read my writing.
Up here. You want me to read it for you? 25 years of Shayla Black. A limited edition book collection celebrating what we like to call spicy romance.
That's right.
And I did not use the air quotes on that one.
You did not. No. It is, you know what, Kat, you're right. It is a 25th anniversary experience.
In the IMAX. Yeah, exactly.
No, not exactly. So, there will be a video going up. We're hoping Friday, Saturday. It just depends.
If we can record it right.
I recorded it.
Let me tell you something. Recording video is hard. We are
in
live,
one take.
We are live people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I prefer the live format because there's no going back.
Yeah.
Like
you throw it out there.
You throw it out there, and
yeah.
you know what? You live with
the
consequences. Good night, Renee. But recorded video is tough.
It's
because
tough.
You don't want to sound canned.
No.
And you want to sound interesting. So anyway, I think you did that. You did a good job.
Yeah.
We tried one with the two of us.
Oh, he just kept interrupting me. I was like,
but it was funny, but not everyone would get the dynamic.
No.
They wouldn't.
And I was like, the video that I managed to do in like 2 minutes, we were at 4.5 minutes, and I'm like not even halfway through it. I was like, shut up.
But it was funny, but not everybody would get the dynamic.
No.
So we said, okay, we'll go back to you solo.
So yeah, I think
we'll
done.
share that in like a blooper. How's that sound?
Oh gosh, because it was bad. Because I got all the way through it. He described himself as the sidekick, and I was like, yes, okay, whatever.
No, I said side piece.
Whatever. And then we got all the way through it, and he's like, that was good. Maybe next time you could say my name. It's like, you threw me off, dude. You threw me off. You know what? I wish I could, Kathy. I wish I could. I turn beet red once I start drinking, and then I would look bad on camera. It would be bad. So anyway, I'm very, very excited because so the way this works, if you guys aren't aware, some of you know, some of you don't. So this will be available through Kickstarter because they just allow us to do things that our own website doesn't allow us to do.
And those of you that already pre-ordered the box packages for the annual box, you're already enrolled in this, so you're golden. There'll be opportunities if you want to upgrade to upper tiers, and we can work through that individually. But if you've already reserved that, you're already at the base tier for that, so you're in good shape.
Yeah, what he said. Because that's all behind the scenes stuff that I'm like, okay, good. So we really, really have taken a lot of things. There's going to be so many things in here to love, you guys. I'm so excited. And Rachel is like, oh my gosh, I have a billion things to do, but they're going to be a billion amazing things because they're going to be things that, you won't be able to get anymore after this. Like, this is going to be 100%. And they're like, there are things that I've never done before that I'm so super excited about, and they will look beautiful, and they'll be all new and all custom. Like, this is just stunning stuff.
Because you only get to do this once.
I only get to do it once. So I was like, let's go big or go home, man.
Well, no, in 25 more years, you might remember to do it.
I don't know. That's so far in advance. I can't even. Yeah. I'm not even sure that my brain would work like that.
Brenda, click on Brenda. Brenda, we will be posting that information soon. We'll be posting that information soon.
So yeah, you will sign up on Kickstarter. We will have a link on the store, just if it's easier for you guys.
And it will push you to Kickstarter.
It will push you to Kickstarter.
And the initial enrollment is going to be a brief a video of Shayla explaining everything, and a brief kind of title of things, but it's just going to be kind of an announcement. And then we'll be doing the actual ordering of that probably shortly thereafter. But we wanted to get information out to folks initially of what's coming and to be ready for it. So
yeah, so
follow along.
And follow along because the first thing that we'll be doing is it's a follow period basically for about, I don't know, 20 or 30 days. We'll just be like, hey, just give us your email address here through Kickstarter and we'll update you on the progress of things. You'll know when it goes live. So you'll be the first ones to know, like, these are all the things. This is everything we're doing. And unlike previous times, we are going to have mock-ups of like everything. So you will know exactly.
And unlike our first Kickstarter that a lot of you guys participated in, so thank you for that. We've learned a lot. And I think we're going to have a lot of video and a lot more detail on every level as we roll this. Roll it out.
So you'll see like literally how beautiful not in person. I wanted to say in person, but like in video, how stunning and beautiful some of this stuff really is. And we're going to the next level with all of these books. It's going to be something really special.
Like I said, 25 years only comes one time.
Yeah.
So it's at least in a career like this. So.
Thank you, Evita. I appreciate that. This one is going to be like on steroids. Yeah. There's going to be stuff in here, you guys, that when Rachel and Shannon and William and I sat down and we're like, what's like pie in the sky stuff you want to do? What would be like the coolest, neatest, and we threw around a bunch of ideas and then we were like, okay, then you have to narrow them down because you have a billion ideas, but we came up with stuff that I'm so excited about. Yeah.
Good night, Beverly.
Good night. So we will try to do a little bit of a video walking you through the process of following.
You know what we'll do? We'll do it live one night.
Okay.
And we'll go on like we'll walk through the whole thing with everybody.
Okay.
I think because we can do that visually.
Yeah.
With a screen share and just walk everybody through everything as we explain every level.
Yeah.
And that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah. And we'll probably also put that on the Kickstarter in the video. So if you have any trouble, you can go back and refer to it if you can't make the live that night or you don't know where it is.
And like I said, those of you that have already pre-ordered the anniversary box, and you'll get the level 1 for that. If you want to upgrade to some of the other tiers, we'll do like we did last time. We can prorate you and go from there, but we'll work all that out. Don't worry.
Yep. It'll be all good. So we're excited. And by this time next week, fingers crossed that it all comes together. We still have to go through like
we'll have the announcement out.
Yeah, basically. We still have to go through
details will be coming out.
A Kickstarter approval process and some other things, but we've done it before, so we should be more pro at it this time than the last time.
But the key was proving to Kickstarter that we're not shysters.
Crazy.
Right? That we actually fulfill what we do. So and we can actually fund a project. So
well, and that we actually, set people what we told them we were going to send them and all the things. So we're super excited, you guys. This is going to be like just epically awesome, and I'm going to just squee and get so excited. Okay, and I cannot stop him from eating for another minute.
Okay. So we're almost an hour in, and I know folks, you got to get to bed. Some of you got to leave, but I don't want to catch you before you go.
Vashti, if you can't hear, you might try.
Go to YouTube.
Vashti,
go to YouTube.
Sometimes it's just Facebook being Facebook.
Go to YouTube, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course, Shannon wants to know.
Shannon is here. Okay. She was just escorting someone around Target. A good, lovely friend of ours.
Yes.
Friends of the show. A friend of the show. That's right. We love Autumn. Anyway. So I was at Costco today. I bought something at Sam's 2 weeks ago to share last week.
Yes.
It's pedestrian. Okay. I saw this.
Cat.
I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock.
That's
Kat,
right.
Yeah.
Hurry up, man.
Okay. Wait, they're listening to me again. Okay. The government. But I was at Costco today. I love Costco. I hate it. I hate going to Costco, but I love it because of the new stuff they get all the time and the variety of things, the international stuff they get.
Yeah.
I saw this and I said, we have to try this. And the price point was very mansplainer friendly.
Okay.
I had to remember my name for a minute.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So this is all the way from
Denmark.
Yeah, the Danish. That's Denmark. Danish puff pastries directly from Karen's Bakery. I want you to notice this. We have this in common. It's made with love. Okay?
Oh my God. Is that why you bought that?
96 layers of puff pastry and vanilla cream filling, baked in Denmark since 1890.
And you guys, the packaging on this, because I've been looking at packaging.
Lettering.
It's raised, it's gold, it's silver foiling, and it's raised this is beautiful packaging.
It's
honestly
gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So we're gonna eat it. So what do you do with something that's lovely? You eat it. That's what you do.
Kathy says she's never been to Costco in her life. Kathy girl.
Okay, I'll say this. The packaging here is very pretty. Not so much when you open it up, but that's okay.
And Dana says, I just crammed my socks and underwear in the same drawer. That's awesome.
You can see how you can't see this really well, but it's there's sugar caramelized on top of these
you can
cookies.
see the granules of sugar for sure.
So let me open.
You know what, Kathy, that I can tell you now that all of that gold foiling and whatnot, it is expensive, but I think because you're talking about things in bulk at Costco, you get a deal and all of that.
Well,
so
these were production.
Right. But what I'm saying is because they produce in bulk, also you get a discount.
That's somewhat
so
substantial.
This was like $8 and something, right?
$8 for the box.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
No.
So again, it was mansplainer friendly. So take a look there. See if you can see that.
And it's
got some really thick cream in there.
Yeah. So that's really nice, actually. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
All right.
Smelling.
Ooh.
Oh my God. It smells like pastry.
It smells like bakery, and vanilla.
Bakery
you
pastry.
You can smell the vanilla.
You walk into a bakery and you smell.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Yes.
It's like the cream horns from Dewey's.
Oh,
it's just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
With that puff pastry. Oh my God.
Shannon. Shannon, there you go. Ladies love it thick.
So do men. Anyway, Kat says William being like an influencer
with cookies. Right? You'd like, and the smell of it. But it's true. It does smell really good.
Nikki Ann, I'm with you. I'm still looking for the 86 layers.
Yeah, that part I don't.
But maybe that's the whole box. I don't know. Okay. So we're going in with the Danish puff pastry directly from Karen's Bakery, made with love in the Denmark
since 1890.
Since 1890.
Okay, ready?
We're going now. I want to hear the crunch. Ready?
Uh-huh. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. Okay, so the thing is, you think it's going to be a super crunchy cookie.
It's not.
But it is a pastry and it falls apart.
Flaky,
oh my gosh.
It's flaky pastry.
It's flaky.
It's got a little crunch to it.
Mm.
But it is so good. It's decadence what it is.
Oh my gosh. It is so light. It's not overpoweringly sweet.
No, it's not overpowering.
It doesn't even have a ton of flavor. It's more of a texture. With a little hint of vanilla. You guys, I can't.
It is so delicate.
It's so delicate. That's the perfect. Yes.
That smell.
It is.
It is
so good. And we don't usually like the same cookies. Like he likes crunchy cookies and I like soft cookies. And it's like a thing in my house. But these are.
That with a cup of coffee would be insane.
That is going to be dangerous at our house.
That is so good. Guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're at Costco and you see these things, give them a try because they are really, really good.
I feel like we need to leave y'all alone with the cookies.
Yeah, Kat, I need a cigarette now. I'm done. Cigarette now.
Y'all. And you know what I appreciate about that?
Oh my gosh, that's
it's
good.
If you ever like, and I'm a girl who likes sweets. Like, let's all acknowledge this is a girl who likes sweets. But I honestly feel like so many off-the-shelf cookies are overpoweringly sweet anymore. These are not. If you want something that's just, and if you've ever tasted European desserts, they tend not to be as sweet anyway. Every time I've ever gone overseas, I'm always struck by how their desserts are just not as cloyingly sweet as ours are. That was lovely.
This was lovely.
It was just, it was like so light on your palate.
If you had people coming to visit you,
yeah,
and you're having tea or having coffee or something like that, and just visiting for a little bit, 2 of these and a cup of coffee or a hot tea, or a glass of milk, perfect.
Okay, I want to make these. This sounds interesting.
Ooh,
spice cake mix with bananas and chocolate chips. Oh, that sounds amazing. Sounds awesome. I would 100. I'm assuming they're like overripe, mushy bananas, correct? Like you have to mix it all up. Yeah.
Kathy, I don't have an aftertaste from this. Not at all.
Nothing.
Just a nice little.
It's almost
sugary a little bit, but
yeah, but it's almost like by the time you're done, it's neutral to very slightly sweet.
You think it would be almost like crackerish, but it's not. It's pure pastry.
It is. And the minute you bite down, it just
crumbles.
Yes, like a good pastry.
It's so good.
It just kind of falls apart.
I gotta say, the Denmarks.
Listen to this. You two sound like me reading your books.
The Denmarks know what they're doing.
The Denmarks?
The Denmarks.
How about the Danish?
I wonder if I can work a deal with them.
I don't know.
If they send me all their stuff,
that
we will test them.
Oh, we'll test them
to millions and millions of people online. Okay.
And the best part, you guys,
store in a cool place. I'll put it under the bed.
The best part is 2 of those cookies are 150 calories. It's not that bad. So
no, it's not that bad for one.
For one, yeah, 75 calories is, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. So, I have heard about this. I know that there's a Coke cake and there's a 7-Up cake. Like I have heard of that.
Kathy, with the cake mix, since I've learned the technique of the dump cake, that's my go-to.
Yeah, he likes
peach dump cake, blackberry dump cake. I love being able to do
they have a website listed?
Great question.
I'm sure they do somewhere, but I don't have
I don't see one.
Correct glasses on.
I don't see one.
Give it to me.
No, I don't. Honey, I have my glasses on.
I know.
There is not one here.
Seriously?
No.
What about on the side right here?
Nope.
You might look up Karen's Bakery in Denmark.
Here, take a quick picture. There you go.
So
no website.
I'm not seeing it on the box, but I would presume they do have one.
You know what's interesting is that Costco
will also deliver, y'all.
Costco works with these companies, and these companies, to get into Costco, they have to be willing to discount their products significantly. And they'll only have them in Costco's for a short determined amount of time, especially unique items like this.
Right.
And so they have to move a lot of volume to want to stay in Costco and make it beneficial for them to do that. Otherwise, you're losing money.
Right. So, what else do we have tonight to talk about?
Nikki, and there's no website at all. I don't see anything. No, I think I'm.
Do you have anything else you would like to share?
I'm spent.
Oh, I will share. So for those of you, and I forgot to post this picture, so I will. I
saw that earlier.
Oh.
Do I have the picture?
No. Here we go. You do not.
I have lots of pictures.
I will share with you guys that I got to go. You may have seen my post on Saturday that I went to see the Moulin Rouge stage show with my awesome friend Stacy. We took a picture. I meant to post it. We forgot. So that is my Moulin Rouge picture. But we had a really good time. You guys, if you have seen the movie, it is similar, but it is not the same, and the songs are not the same. So it was really interesting to see how they had incorporated some newer songs into the show versus The original version with Nicole Kidman and what's his name, who's escaping me right now.
Only saw it once and I quickly
I can see his face and I'm just like, his name escaped me. So anyway, but we had a really good time, and then we hung out some after that with all the boys and the kids and had a lovely evening. And it was an unexpected little getaway, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was fun.
So
then I didn't have to go.
That was really what it was about. Originally, Stacy and her husband were going to go, and then the night before, he knew I wanted to go, and he knew he didn't want to go. So he called me and he was like, "So, how would you like to take my place?" You guys had
great seats too.
We had great seats. Yeah, Ewan McGregor. Thank you. That was his name. It escaped me for a hot minute.
You should post that picture of you and Stace.
I will.
That'd be cool.
So anyway, that was a good time, and we were delighted to see all the music.
Cool.
And they were super talented, you guys. And there was everything about that was just awesome. So.
Oh, and also real quickly, a happy belated birthday shout out to my mom, Mimi Black. Turned a certain number this year that she did. Very proud of her.
2 days ago.
Doing very, very well. And so happy for her. So happy birthday, says, Mom.
I deserved a night away from you.
Yes, Eve. I mean, every once in a while, you earn those credits, darling, and they pay off. That's true.
That's right. And I happened to see happy belated birthday to Delane as well.
Yes, happy birthday. That's right.
So, and if I missed anybody else, it was because Facebook didn't tell me it was your birthday, and I'm sorry. I think that's it for now.
Yes.
So you guys, we will, as we can get everything together, kind of the goal right now is, like I said, Friday or Saturday, we will drop something in the beauties and let you know, like, hey, the, just like the follow period has begun. All you have to do is go register and tell them you want information. There's no obligation. It's free. You just get the information. And then, but you'll be the first to know when the whole campaign goes live, and you can be like, yay, I want this, or
exactly,
I want that,
or see what everybody else has out there too, so
so it's all good stuff, and we're excited.
We're going to be here next week, but toward the end of the month we will be on location, in a very special location. I'm not going to share where that's going to be
just yet,
but the entire Black family will be on the road. And we'll be doing a Weekend Wednesday from a very special location. Location to be named later, yes.
The Kickstarter will begin. Right now, we are shooting for May 5th. We will keep you posted, but that is the goal. But like I said, if you join during the follow period, all it does is give you the information as we update people. That's really all it is. I think it also allows you to at that point you help us develop a Q&A. So if you have questions about stuff in the campaign or whatever, like, we can start answering those questions and then develop a Q&A as a part of the campaign, so other people will also have their questions answered as they come and look at the things as well. So
awesome.
That's the deal.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. We're sorry that we missed you last week, but lots of work to do. And I hope you're going to be really excited when you see all of the things we have come up with. So have a lovely rest of your week and a great weekend. And we will see you
next week.
Is
that the right answer?
Yes, that is the right answer.
I didn't want to mansplain for you, okay?
Well, you should mansplain something.
I'll teach you math later. Don't worry.
I did better in math than you, by the way.
Blah, 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 blah. We love you guys.
Love you.
Thanks
Have a good
for everything. Bye-bye, guys.